I really tell them from my position, like how I'm feeling.
Mhm.
So like majority of my conversations start with like, I feel that there is something not okay.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something coming from me, because this
Mhm.
is also a possibility. I've been in situations when I have projected my own very bad state
Mhm.
into the relationship.
Mhm.
But this is the way how I'm asking for you to communicate so that we can get to the bottom of this.
Mhm.
So I'm not like, oh, I know this and that and la la la.
Mhm.
It's not. Like, for example, one of my longest relationships ended
Mhm.
because I woke up in the morning. It was a day, it was Saturday. We were supposed to go away for the weekend. I woke up with such a strong sense of something not being okay.
Mhm.
Just, it was kind of like almost paralyzing to me.
Okay.
And I woke up before him. I went to the living room. I sat on a couch and I basically waited for him to wake up. When he got there, I was like, I know something is not okay
Mhm.
with us, but I don't know what.
Mhm.
And it took 3 hours of conversation on that fucking couch
Mhm.
so that we would get to understanding that he's no longer in love with me,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
But this wasn't something that was done in like screaming or hate or like negative emotions. It
Mhm.
was like it just took us a while to understand what is it what I'm feeling,
Mhm.
and for him to see that actually being honest with me at that point is going to hurt me less than what I was feeling at the time,
Mhm.
so
No, this is okay. So, all right. So now this is what I can understand. Like, and I think this is the proper way to handle it. Now, the way you were presenting it to me at first, I thought it was like, you set up a little trap for him to say the wrong thing, and then you can jump on the fact that like, aha, I caught you in the lie. You know what I mean?
no, like it's not my responsibility if you lie.
Mhm.
It's yours. So I could not entrap you. I can ask you a question,
Mhm.
but your decision is if you're going to be honest or not. And I
Yes,
do
of course.
understand that sometimes it's very difficult to be honest
Mhm.
to somebody else if you're not honest with yourself, or if you're not aware that there's something happening at all.
No, but I mean, I also think that some people don't know that it's okay to tell the truth. That I mean,
That's
this is
correct.
this is the thing, and I think part of what I mean about what I was saying about the way you would ask a question to a kid, like a serious question that you really need to know the answer to, like you don't normally go up to the kid. I mean, if it's not like a dire circumstance, you know what I mean? If something gets broken, then you might try to catch them in the lie or whatever, or something like that. Because this is, but if it's something like real, the person needs to know that it's okay to tell the truth. And
Exactly.
and I mean, some people know this for themselves, but some people have to be made to know this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And 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 I would say that of course it's not your responsibility or it's not on you whether they're going to lie or not. But I would say if you care about someone, this is my own opinion, right? If you care about someone, there's a way to approach the situation where you're not setting up a defensive scenario so that they're like, oh shit, I gotta just get out of this situation right now. So the best thing to do is to lie. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
But
that's.
like when you shared your story,
Mhm.
what was the actual the point? I mean, what was the point in that interaction with your mom when
Mhm.
you learned that it was okay to be honest?
What? Okay. What's the question again?
Like, so you had an exchange, she asked you a question,
Mhm.
you made the decision not to lie, but to be honest.
Mhm.
And what was her reaction after that?
The thing is it was. I've actually still been thinking about. I need to ask her actually and find out what happened after this because I honestly don't remember. I'm sure it was some sort of, okay, like, you got to be careful about where you're going and let somebody know where you're going. I'm not mad at you, blah, blah, blah. And maybe, but maybe the point is that I knew that her reaction might be that as opposed to, boy, I'm gonna whip your ass, like, cause you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, okay.
so the thing is, it's like I think I do think that people put people in a situation where they feel like they have to lie. Like the same way, you know, when you see something about one of your friends or something and or they're doing something that you think that they think is cool or something and you don't think it's cool and you're like and they're like, oh, what do you think, and you have to, you know what I mean, you're stuck at that moment. Can you really say?
I mean, I think that you have to, at that point, especially when it comes to friends,
Mm-hmm,
you have to decide what is going to be most beneficial for this other person.
mm-hmm,
You sharing your own opinion of this
mm-hmm,
or giving support to her,
mm-hmm,
you know? So it depends. Usually, like when my friends complain about life and stuff, etc.,
mm-hmm,
then I ask them, okay, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to talk to you to find a resolution to this problem? Do you just need an ear?
mm-hmm,
And do you want to support, like, yeah, fuck that guy,
mm-hmm,
you deserve better,
mm-hmm,
whatever?
mm-hmm,
There's different ways, how you can do this in a relationship. A romantic relationship, the same.
mm-hmm,
You know, when my boyfriend comes for work and he complains about his job, sometimes he just wants to complain for 5 minutes.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes he wants to discuss certain things so that I kind of give him an advice if I've been in a similar situation. Sometimes he just needs me to confirm that his boss is an asshole.
Right.
It's very different,
Hold on, I'll stop you right there. Confirm or just tell you or to agree with you?
Well, agree. I cannot I mean, I can confirm based on very biased thing because I have only one
Yeah,
side of the story.
yeah. So this isn't the best example. We need something where you're like, if the guy is complaining about his job and like if they're complaining about being late or something, like the boss is complaining about him being late, and you know that
Oh
you're
no, tell them.
right, right. Well, the thing is like, so this is why this isn't a good example. I'm talking about something where it could hurt someone's feelings. You know what I mean? Like, or it can
If
cause.
you talk to my boyfriend, I hurt his feelings probably all the time, but the end of the story is like, yeah, you're right. Because I don't cut him slack
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all when it comes to work at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because, I'm like, you're completely wrong to do that. I'm
Yeah.
like, of course he did that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you fucked up. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, but then this and that. I'm like, no, you were
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
For him, I tell him I think first he can handle it. And I also think that he needs this counterweight to his, like, everybody's against me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, nobody's against you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to own up to your own mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All
So
right.
again,
So
it's very different.
okay.
But
So
I'm very, very interested to hear how your mom reacted
all right. Well, I gotta
because,
ask her.
yeah, but because you see, I really do think that how you learned, of course, it can be also like you kind of picked up on her reaction before she did the reaction.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But I also think that her reaction after that was a good one and a calm one, and that's where. And if these type of situations repeated, this is how you learn that being honest is actually okay,
Mm-hmm.
even if you did something that you were not supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
because then it didn't come. You were not grounded. You
Mm-hmm.
got a warning,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think This is how you basically learn. But you also learn this like when you first start dating somebody and then you're still trying to figure each other out. And if somebody does something that is like completely against you and your values, and if you
Mhm.
can communicate this
Mhm.
and accept, then you
Uh,
don't have any problem. So it's not like,
no, you
how
got
could
cut.
you do
You
this?
got. I didn't hear you. It stopped or something. What was the last thing you
Where?
said? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't know which
No,
one.
I said like it's like when you first start dating someone,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And then you're learning about each other and somebody does something that the other person doesn't like.
Mhm.
And I can be like, why did you do that to
Mhm.
me? Or
Mhm.
I can say, hey, I really don't think that's cool.
Mhm.
And if the other person accepts that, that's good
Mhm.
because we're different. If we understand each other, if we have a respect to with the one another, then you're okay.
Mhm.
But if you're always like in this defense mode and like, why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me?
Mhm.
Then of course you're going to just bring stress, misunderstanding, and of course this person, whenever she's going to be confronted with anything, they're going to lie
Mhm.
because they don't want to cause more
Yeah.
problems.
So you may have been the victim of someone else's um, setting this example for him to not to take the responsibility away from him for anything, but what I'm saying is like this is. I mean, I think it's important to establish this in the relationship that you know that you want them to be honest or whatever, and like of course if if I were to put myself in this guy's position, um that if he felt like by telling you this it would mean the end of the involvement with you and he didn't want that, you know, then this would be the reason for him to lie. And maybe not a good reason.
I understand,
Yeah.
but here's the deal. By
Okay.
that time,
Mhm.
I think my values are very straightforward
Mhm.
and I communicate them a lot and I act in accordance with my values.
Mhm.
And like I think that usually when people lie to me,
Mhm.
it's because they want to test if they can get away with it
Mhm.
because it's an ego issue, you
Mm.
know.
Mm.
I think
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
you know. So I don't think that it was like if he wanted to keep me at that point, he should have been honest.
Yeah, this is why people need. I mean, people don't learn this lesson or whatever. That's the whole point. Like, people don't. You know,
But why? Like, I don't get this. You're causing more problems
mhm.
when you lie, and especially if it's such a stupid lie. It's not
Mhm.
like we're 10 years married
Mhm.
and then I'm freaking out because you flirted with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cares. Nobody's
But
going to die.
okay, so see this now. I'm gonna have to back you up for a second. This what you asked him before was not part of the lie. If he met that person that day, what would the question that you're asking is, are you attracted to this girl?
Yeah.
Right? Now, he's gonna say no. I mean, I assume, well, he did say no, right?
Hmm.
Now, you asked me this question. I'm probably, well, I don't know what this girl looks like, but I might be like, yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what you want me to do? Look, like, you see what I see. Like, come on, you know?
And that's
So,
fair.
right? Because you asked the question, right?
Yeah.
Now, um, but maybe at that point, he thought he was telling one of those little harmless white lies, right?
I completely agree. I really think that he did,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
But then also,
Mhm.
at this point, you know that I have a certain feeling
Mhm.
in regards to this,
Mhm.
and you continue to pursue this.
What you mean
I
pursue?
ask
What you?
you
Oh,
again.
oh, oh. Let's go back for a second. Hold on. Hold on. who initiated this contact or what? Like, so
He
he,
did
how did he do that? He like,
through Facebook.
oh, right. And okay, okay. So you
You
said
know?
okay. You also said this girl was an acquaintance, right? Like,
Yeah.
so she didn't cut it off right then and there, right? Yeah. Mm.
And like, I mean, why would she?
Right. Right. Okay. Okay.
It's a little bit different like that.
Okay. 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 So go.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like this, and it's so funny because like there were for me when I look at this, there was absolutely no reason to not be honest.
Mhm.
Even like if he pursued that, he could have been like, hey, heads up, I actually do kind of like her,
Mhm.
and I would really like to go out with her. And I'd be
Mhm.
like, okay.
Mhm.
I
The
mean,
the thing is like, see, this makes me. I mean, well, there's two possibilities, right? Either he didn't believe that you would be okay with it, and so then there this would come down to part of the root of it being a lack of communication or whatever, or he has a natural inclination to just lie, right?
yeah.
For
But
whatever
like,
reason.
even if I don't honestly, I don't know at that point in time and with my mindset,
Hmm.
would I still for sure continue dating him or not?
Well, see, the
But listen,
okay.
but I think that was my decision. So it's not like not like ooh, I hate you, you were so bad. No, no,
Hmm.
no. No, it's like okay, I
Hmm.
understand, but it's
Hmm.
also my decision to make. It's like the same thing, when when like when people cheat
Hmm.
and then they forget to disclose that they are in a relationship to the other person.
Hmm.
I'm like, I think this should be known,
Hmm.
and then I can make a decision if I'm going to into this relationship or not.
Hmm.